to Too Many Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast.
Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays. And look, we gonna do it again today, man. But before we start off this show, man, I want to give a shout out to the U.S. track and field team, man. The USA had a record-setting and highly dominant performance at the World Athletic Championship in Tokyo 2025. So let's talk about that. I think they had a record 26 total medals and 16 gold medals. So that's a record-breaking dominant performance for sure. So let's see. Let's talk about the individual and relay performances. Sydney McLaughlin Laverne won the women's 400 meter and anchored the 4x4 400 relay to a championship record victory with her 400 meter performance also breaking her own American record. She broke her own record. Good morning, Zoe. Melissa, now this girl right here, boy, she is really doing it. Melissa Jefferson Wooden. She's a breakout star for the U.S. team. She won gold in the women's 100 meter, 200 meter, and a 4x4 with a 4x100 relay, an unprecedented sprint triple for a woman at a single world championship. The men's 4x100 relay anchored by Noah Lyles, they secured gold with the world leading time, bringing the competition to a thrilling close. The women's 4x4 100 relay women team, including McLaughlin Laverne, broke their own championship record, man. So shout out, man. Good morning, Miss Paula. Shout out to the U.S. track and field team, man, for just really going out there clowning, man, at the Tokyo 2025 World Athletic Championship. They did their thing, man. So shout out to them, man. We're gonna start shouting the people out, man, when they doing good. So y'all know last week, man, we kind of kept at the theme of we talked about Memphis, what's going on in Memphis. We talked about martial law. We talked about what it looks like. What does the National Guard coming to Memphis look like? We've been talking about all these things, and then towards the end of the week, we started kind of talking about free speech, and is there such thing anymore as free speech? So today I just kind of want to kind of continue that theme, man. But I want to kind of rephrase it today. So I want to talk about free speech, Christianity, and hate crimes, and what do they all have in common? What is the common thread? And what do all of these things have in common right now? And I think if we be honest and we look at all three of these things, because these are things that are widely being talked about right now across all of the media platforms, social media, world news. It just seemed to be the thing, everybody's talking about it. And so I just kind of want us to understand, like, with and I know, sometimes we can run stuff in the ground, but I just want us to understand, like, how does this really affect us? Because we say that we live in a democracy, uh, but if these three things are truly ruling, if you look at what's going on, these three things right now are setting the tone for everything that's kind of going on right now. And it and what they have in common is they seem to be representative of what our democracy is now, which is atrocious, you know. Uh, and so let's, if you guys don't really understand what democracy is, so I'm gonna try to get you the simple meaning. Democracy is often said to mean rule by the people. So let me give you an example of this. So it's an example, any system of government in which people vote their elected representatives into parliament or into office. And so when you think about a democracy, so the people are really supposed to have the voice, right? But do we really have the voice, or are we being ruled? Good morning, Phyllis. Or are we being ruled by tyranny? Is it really a democracy? Is it tyranny right now? Because um, when you look at those three things I just talked about, it seems like the hate crimes that they're applauding the hate crimes. They're using Christianity to defend hate crimes and other things. And then in terms of free speech, they're taking it away. They're censoring um, media outlets and threatening them with the idea of censorship. So what does that really mean for the democracy? You know, we put people in office, we vote people in office um, so that they could have the best interest for us. And right now, I don't feel like this is happening. Anytime you get a um, Robert Robert Kennedy Jr. to stand up and say and compare Charlie Kirk to Jesus Christ, I'm really trying to figure out what we doing. I'm really trying to figure out what we doing when we're comparing Charlie Kirk to Jesus Christ. How is that even possible? There is no comparison. And so I had told you guys that I didn't know Charlie Kirk the way a lot of other people probably knew him through his platforms and stuff, because I didn't really listen. I seen a few of debate clips. And there was some stuff I told you that he said in those debate clips, those clips that I kind of liked, and some I like absolutely totally against. But as after he was killed unalive, um, I started seeing more and more of his videos and stuff, and hearing some of the stuff that he was saying, and he didn't seem like a very good person. Just from those videos and the stuff that he said about people, and then he would often use Christianity and scripture to try to back up what he was saying, and I'm like, oh, ain't no true Christian. First of all, I heard somebody put it this way: God is not the author of confusion. So all this confusion and stuff going on, God is not at the center of that mess at all. He ain't at the center of that mess. Uh, and so when you look at all of this stuff that's going on and what's going on, we know that God's at the center of it. So why are you using Christianity or Christianity as a base or foundation for all that's going on? Why? How can Robert Kennedy Jr. get up there and say Charlie can compare Charlie Kirk to Jesus Christ? There's no comparison. Why would you compare Charlie Kirk to Jesus Christ? Like, you gotta be, and this is what's really mind blowing with all of this stuff that's going on. you have a you hate black and brown people so much that you're willing to suffer through anything that these politicians say and do and support it. You hate black and brown people so much. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them hate black and brown people so much that anytime you wholeheartedly support everything that the president does and say, you gotta be a deranged individual. You really have to. I mean, I'm really starting to question like your mental capacity. This dude got on a thing and said that we have some beautiful grass here. I know more about grass than anybody in the world. Everybody look at him like, what are you talking about, man? We just have beautiful grass and it's just gonna be beautiful. And I know more about grass than anybody in the world, and it's just growing, it's gonna be healthy. What are you talking about? Dude, it's just like so far to the left is he just and people that, yeah, our president, he's so smart, he doing a good job. I'm like, are you freaking deranged? To say he died for your sins is sick. Man, absolutely. Charlie Kirk didn't die for my sins. Good morning, Miss Loretta. So let's take a little dive into this, man, because you know, I think the commonality in what's going on, free speech, Christianity, hate crimes now is that there, people are comparing this or saying that this is our new democracy, and that is no democracy. That's tyranny. If you're saying that all three of these things or the absence of free speech, uh, using Christianity to support all of the bad and hateful stuff that you're doing, or or you're congratulating hate crimes, uh, only when it's done to people you so-called support. Because when they asked President Orange Dude about the Minnesota um, Congress lady and her husband that was killed, he said, "Who? I'm not. I don't know them." But then they show a clip where he was, yeah, this woman, da da da, da, and he talking to her. He he's not a good dude. I'm just gonna say that he's not a good dude. Uh, so these are some key points and some concerns when you talk about free speech, Christianity, and crime. Mr. Kirk's, they keep calling this an assassination. It's not assassination. He was not a political or government official. Uh, Charlie Kirk's murder reignited debate over free speech, hate speech, and political violence. This he was the one dude. Again, I didn't know him. I didn't know a lot of his work, but prior to him getting unalive, and then I started a lot of his videos started popping up, a lot of stuff, and I started looking at whole videos and stuff, and I'm like, this dude wasn't a good dude. Because what they would do is they would show you clips of maybe some good stuff that he sent, or him tearing down somebody, but not really show the whole video. And so if you really didn't follow him or know him or know of him, then you might would have think that some of the stuff he was saying was good, but a lot of stuff often was taken out of context. So I don't understand how this man, who was a podcaster, who was just a person that just went around and debated people, what up, Rodney? How his death is turned now into an assassination, and how has his death reignited the debate over free speech, hate speech, and political violence? Somebody help me understand that. Who is he? And I think I think it ain't even about him. I think it's they using him, and they using his death to just further project and uh, throw they agenda out. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bundy pledged crackdown on hate speech. On whose hate speech? Because they the only one giving the hate speech. Name me one person on that's not part of the MAGA the MAGA movement that has given a hate speech. But what they're calling what Jimbo Kimmel did was kind of a hate him making him making fun and all that was kind of like a hate thing, and his comments were hateful. What?
Man, that was that's deranged. There's no way. He
That's what I'm
only
telling
he
you,
did
bro.
was played the clip of what he said and gave some commentary to it and made it sarcastic. What he normally does.
He bit, and
Been
in
doing
terms
that.
of the president, as far as I know, going way back to Johnny Carson, Letterman, David Letterman, all them folk made fun of the presidents.
But what's so crazy is he even kicking them pulling the rug from under their feet. You know what I'm saying? He talked bad about David Letterman as long as he been around.
It's crazy, bro. So I don't know what Pam Bundy's agenda is, but clearly, um, it ain't for the people. Good morning, Pop.
It just seemed like one big theatrical stage
Man,
play to me,
it's
bro.
one big
It's something
hoopla.
else going on behind the scenes because I just got through watching it before I got on when that lady, I mean when that man wife came up there to speak to Donald Trump. There was come on man, your husband has been unalived, quote unquote, so called assassinated. Hey, how you even you know moving like you moving and it, it's I'm sorry, bro. This seems like it's staged, Doc. I'm sorry. Dude had something to do with what happened. I'm sticking to my story.
I definitely believe, in my humble opinion, that the government was in on what happened.
Ain't no way,
Um,
bro.
and I think it was they really was trying to make him a martyr to support again their agenda, because look at
Period.
everything that has happened surrounding his death.
The gentleman on the video that I shared on Friday, Mr. Rashid, he cleared all that up.
Yeah, but I mean, and he simply said, "Hey, don't be caught up in the hype." In so many words, don't be caught up in the hype. There's another agenda.
And the whole thing with them talking about Christianity and God, come on, man. We already know
It's how they using it though. They using it, and
I
my
mean, it belongs to them. It ain't never been ours anyway, Tony. It
yeah,
ain't. They don't
yeah, but
serve the same God we serve.
it's how they're using it to tear down to tear down other people and say, oh, we doing this what we're doing. Charlie Kirk, he was the Christian. He was we're man. And then when I heard, boy, I'm telling you, I was so disgusted. I almost threw up in my mouth when I heard Robert Kennedy Jr. talking about comparing Jesus and and Kirk to get. I'm like, are you serious right now, bro? You gonna sit here and compare Jesus with Charlie Kirk? Come on, man. What Boosie say? Come on, dog.
The man said it. He said they're gonna use him as a sacrificial lamb. They said it. They said he do. That's what they doing.
But see, we this is kind of our thing now, and that's why I said, y'all don't turn your volume down too quick, because what they want us to do is say, it's just a mess. I don't want to hear about that mess. And then so you ain't out of sight, out of mind. You ain't thinking about it. So they can continue to work their agenda. They want you to be disgusted by the whole thing. They want you to turn it off, so they can go on keep pushing their agenda right under your nose. They locked uh the lady down in Texas, she wasn't a congresswoman. She was actually she a senator, a congresswoman down there. The lady they locked in the in the in the building down there. Wouldn't let out because she wouldn't sign what she called a permission slip.
I missed that one.
Oh man, they locked the lady in the thing, and they had people outside. I mean, they locked her in there against her will. Hold on, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
And I guess my thing is too, man. Um, as it pertains to a higher power of God, they tell you that they don't serve the same God that we serve because they forget about universal law. You got to reap what you sow, and be not deceived. God is not mocked. Doc. Cast your bread on the water, and in a few days, your bread coming back to you. Keep on, y'all. Yeah, they keep on playing. Keep on playing.
Man, let me see if I can share this, bro. Oh boy. Good morning, Damian Davidson. Good morning. Like I don't understand what's going on, man. I mean, it's a lot going on. It's, it's a whole lot going on, bro. Here you go. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, let's see if I can share.
A Texas state representative says that she is spending the night at the Capitol.
Well, she says she cannot leave because she won't sign a permission slip.
I was here and I listened and I said, that's not right. It didn't sit well with me in my heart. I was angry, disappointed, and offended.
Now, the House is currently under what is called a call of the House order, which is meant to secure a quorum by locking the doors. In order to leave, Democrats say they were told to sign a paper in which they agreed to be escorted by law enforcement and promised to return on Wednesday when the House is back in session. It appears they all signed it except for Fort Worth State Rep Nicole Collier.
Because it's another way to take away my power and my autonomy by saying that it's only a condition. You can only move freely if you do what we say. And I'm fed up. I was just tired. I'm tired of being pushed around and told what to do when I disagree.
Wow.
Yeah, Doc. And they had people outside of the Capitol building yelling, let her out, let her out. Oh man, it was, yeah. Pop said Charlie Kirk preached hate against others and haters took him out. Yeah. Again, like I said, I before his yeah, I knew of him because I had seen a couple of small clips, but once he was unalived, I really started looking at some of the videos, and dude was not a good dude. Like he clearly was. He
When,
ain't like
when you understand that the individual, and I hadn't done that much research on him, but they said the dude that really put him on, I can't think of his name right now. They said he was a billionaire. Said he was friends with Trump. Um, said that he, basically gave him all of uh, the game, if you will, and all this type of thing. Charlie actually dropped out of college, junior college, for that matter, what do you want to call it? And he, basically financed him, and basically became his puppet.
I believe that.
Mhm.
I definitely believe that. So U.S. Attorney General Pam Bundy pledged to crack down on hate speech. Christian voices concerned about religious expression being labeled as harmful. Free speech absolutism.
Mm.
It defends even offensive or unpopular views. Fear that regulating hate speech shields religious expression. Concern biblical truth labeled as hateful. That the Bible is just hateful. Speech boundaries and regulations. So now it calls for stricter limits on violent, hateful rhetoric. Support for regulating threats, incitement, doxing, and the concerns. Vague definition risk overreach and censorship.
Well, if that be the case, he's the first offender because he just said at his memorial last night, Charlie Kirk didn't hate his opponent. I hate mine. Duh.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. And people, oh yeah, and they cheering that stuff. Every time I hear these Republican guys speak and the stuff they say. So do y'all know that they had after the city of Memphis City Council had a conference, news conference to talk about them not being in support of the National Guard coming.
Mhm.
There was another one held by Republicans, all saying public Republicans are saying that they support the National Guard coming to Memphis, but these are not people that live in Memphis.
Wow.
But they didn't have a press conference. They didn't invite none of the Memphis City Council of people, mayor, none of them in Shelby County. That's crazy. And it's people out here supporting that mess. Billy said he tried to sound so profound, but in his clips, a lot of his questions were answered with a question. I don't understand how he was supposed to be so important. I'm telling you, he was part of their plan. You know, if we could look at money receipts, or we could just look at a trail of money. If everybody's life, y'all follow me on this one. If everybody's life, if you can look at everybody's life right now by a trail of money going in and coming out, you would see who the true enemies really are with a lot of folks, or why. When you see the trail of money leading to certain people, you'll be like, oh, so that person support that. That's why that you'll see. Matter of fact, what's his name? Pose's son. Remember we looked at that video when you said that was Pose's son? That said just follow the money.
Mm-hmm.
He said the same thing. Follow the money.
Yep.
And if you follow the money, you will probably see and you can understand why. Sorry, because sometimes we be left like just with that big question mark over top of our head, like what just happened? We don't really understand. But if you looked at, if you could follow the trails of money that led in and out of people's lives and where it was coming from, where it was going, you would understand. Oh, and I think that's a prime example because you just said that it was one of Trump friends, billionaire friends that put this dude on.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the money.
Yep.
You gotta, yeah, okay. Okay. Anyway, Christianity and crime lens. They're trying to frame political violence as moral spiritual as a moral spiritual crisis. Christian media emphasize faith, martyrdom narratives, concern, culture versus truth conflict, biblical beliefs labeled intolerant. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. Tensions and unresolved question. What really counts as hate speech? Because Jimmy Kimmel, what Jimmy Kimmel said was not hate speech.
No, dude don't want nobody to say nothing against him, period. It don't have
It
anything.
wasn't hate speech.
I
That
know
was
it ain't.
simply some jokes made about him, and most of it was factual.
Yeah.
When they asked Orange Dude how was he feeling, since he said him and Kirk was friends, how was he feeling after Kirk was
The
unalive? He
ballroom
said,
was
I'm
coming along
feeling
real
great.
well.
I'm feeling well. I'm doing well. Can't you see we're having construction going on in this beautiful ballroom? What? They just asked you about how you feel about this man, and you was out talking about how grand, beautiful, grand ballroom you getting built at the White House on that grass you know so much about. So him pointing that out, that you was really, you was so hurt by it, that hurt your feelings. That was factual. He showed the video. That wasn't an AI video. That's what he actually said.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance free expression with public safety? These are just some questions, unresolved questions that all of this stuff is bringing about, because a lot of us are confused now as to what really is hate speech, or what they're classifying now as hate speech, because we ain't got a clue. Clearly, we don't have a clue.
All I know is he can't do nothing to these other countries that's saying something about him. He can't go there and say nothing about them because all their like comedians. This dude in the UK just did a whole video. We can't play it on here because we probably get a flag. But when I say dude told that man up backwards and forward, I had to send you the video. He can't do nothing about them folks in the UK and Russia having fun with his ass. Excuse my French.
I didn't think like we the laughing stock of the free world, whole free world. We just the laughing stock.
Mm-hmm.
When they look and see what we got going on, he was in what, he just got back from Europe, the UK,
Mm-hmm.
and he was up there taking a picture with all them other world leaders and stuff. I know they just had some sidebar conversations, laughing they butt off. Them folk will have having side conversations that's cracking their side. It's like, this dude really think he doing something. Then every time he speak, every time he talk, yeah, it irks me when he talk, because every time he talk, it's just a whole bunch of just no nonsense rhetoric coming out. whatever he describing, if he said, "Oh yeah, we did that," it's such a beautiful place. You ever seen? It's just a grandiose, so this a large, beautiful. Oh man, this is a beautiful place, just beautiful. That's how he talk about everything. He don't have an ounce of politic skill in him.
Mm.
And then he mentioned about when he was talking about building the ballroom. Oh, and I know more about building than anybody. And yeah, you know about all that slave labor that you had building your buildings, that you use all them immigrants to build your buildings. Anywho, so how do we balance free expression with public safety? Because a lot of people now that are are trying to express themselves freely are worried about their safety.
Mm-hmm.
We heard well, I don't know if you guys heard, but Jasmine Crockett, who was another Texas representative, talked about how
He going in hard though.
yeah, Jasmine going in hard. I really fear for her. Jasmine, but every time because Jasmine is an attorney, and so everything she does, she got paperwork, she got documentation, to document it. She's fact checking everything before she get up and talk. And not when she asks these people questions, none of them ever want to answer us with a straight answer. Never. Cash Patel, she told him cat ragged. Another lady, a black lady, told Cash Patel to the point he started talking about other stuff. What about this? What about that? Do you want to talk about this? You was part of that. It was like, man, answer the question. He can't. His targets are anybody that will oppose Trump. Those are his targets, and immigrants. And that's why I fear for her, and that's why she fears for her safety, because she knows that. Because when he first got into office, he targeted a lot of high profile people that were against Trump, and a lot of those people fled the country because they already knew. So they went to other countries and got away because they was like, nah, you ain't finna take me out, you know. So that's what he's all about. The distinction between legal versus social consequences. Because right now, is there a distinction between legal and social consequences?
Nope.
I mean, socially, they can tear you down. It's worse than almost legally. It seems like. There should be a huge distinction between legal and social consequences. The risk of abuse, political use of speech restrictions. These are tensions and unresolved questions. Because I don't know. I can't tell you based on what's been said, what's been going on. I can't tell you now what counts as hate speech and what don't count as hate speech. I can't. I couldn't tell you. Not based on the current climate. It used to be blatant. Like, we're gonna kill all Nazis, we're gonna kill all blacks and browns and Asians, and that was hate speech.
But never mind you, while he was live last night, uh, saying his speech, on I think it was Fox News. Inside of the comments, somebody was saying unalive Trump, unalive Trump,
That's
and
hate speech right there.
I know, but cause of course that wasn't what they were saying. But they were saying whoever this person is, they need to get him. It could be real. It could be real. It could be real. But never mind you. While he was saying his speech, and I'm just trying to see what the difference is between hate speech, like you're asking. He's saying he hate his opponent. He's able to
Right.
say something,
Right.
but his opponent is inside of the comment saying unalive him.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying that you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's an oxymoron, Doc.
Right. Right. Now I get what you're saying.
Come on, Doc.
You a person in the comments saying unalive him, but he on the stage in front of all the cameras saying
Yeah.
I hate my opponent.
So that means you're just as guilty. You can't get the orders and then don't take them.
Well, he's inciting it.
Right. Exactly.
And that's part of what revokes free speech is when you incite riots, you provoke riots and all that kind of stuff. That's part of when free speech is not free speech.
Yeah, bro.
I look, I just want to I don't want us to sleep. We're not telling you guys this stuff to scare you or no, we don't. I don't want anybody to be around here walking around here scared. None of that. I want you to be aware.
Absolutely.
I want you to be aware of what's going on, what's taking place. There's a bigger, a larger agenda. All of this could be part of the 20 what it was it the 2025 whatever that he calling that crap.
Project 2025.
Project 20, the big beautiful bill. All of this stuff, man. You know, I've never read the whole Project 2025, so I can't tell you what's all in it. I know there were a couple of people who were trying to break down. Maybe we'll try to do that one day. Try to break down the Project 2025 and what it all entails. Maybe I don't know how we can unpack it all in an hour, but try to break it down and the big beautiful bill to try to help people really understand what's going on within those two things. Because that's is it's important that we understand, and if we don't know, what's going on or how it impacts us, how do we truly know? So the conclusion: free speech, religion, and crime debates are deeply intertwined. That's why I said there's a common thread. Balance between liberty and safety remains unresolved. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary for me. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but that's scary. That's the thought of that. The balance between liberty and safety remains unresolved.
Yeah, that says a lot.
I mean, like, if most of us would be honest with everything that's going on right now, I think this is probably where most of us hang our hats.
Because, bro, the lady, Miss Attorney Crockett, this last video I just watched, I mean, she literally went and did research on the individuals that stormed the Capitol building, and these individuals was absolute pedophiles.
It's several videos out like that.
Bruise their wife, choke their wife. I'm like, wow. I'm talking about she went in on these folks.
Let me see if I can find a video right quick of this lady. She put the pictures and explained what each one of them did, and how they were guilty and how they was. Let me see if I can find it because I thought I posted it on my page. But
I don't know.
This like he pardoned. You think they were just criminals that day? No, Doc. They've been criminals. Oh man, when I tell you, I got some stuff.
Bro, let's be 100, bro. This all boils down to the term that we use, and a lot of folks, say it. It's white privilege, bro. Ain't nowhere in the hell we could have done some of the stuff these folks did and still be free. Period.
Not in this life.
Yeah, Doc. Like one of the young men was debating Charlie Kirk and asking him, talking about white privilege. He's like, "What can I do what black folk can't do? What the folk did at the Capitol building?" That's exactly what I was saying. Oh, Billy said he tried to sound profound, but in his clips, a lot of his questions were answered with the question. I don't understand how he was supposed to be so important. He ain't important because it wasn't even supposed to be about him. It's supposed to be about Charlie Kirk, supposedly. That's why I still believe what I believe. Anyway. Oh boy. And as the plot thickens.
Here we go right here. Let me see if this one. I don't know if this one or not. Let me see. Do, do, t-
Did you find it?
Huh?
Did you find it?
Y'all couldn't hear that?
No, we couldn't hear nothing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I thought y'all could hear it.
I thought you were still looking.
Oh, no, I thought y'all could hear it. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me download this one. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought y'all was hearing it.
Something was coming through, but it wouldn't come through on our end.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not Jasmine Crockett. This is another Congress lady that kind of ripped them too.
Well, let me start here. President Trump's only expertise on crime is committing it, not preventing it. Enabling it, not ending it, and covering it up, not cleaning it up. He is a convicted felon. He has illegally frozen federal funding. He has assaulted the rule of law at every turn. He has consistently violated constitutionally protected due process rights, and he has unleashed a corporate agenda to enrich himself and his wealthy donors. Right now, as we sit here, Trump is bending over backwards to protect Ghislaine Maxwell, a convicted sex trafficker who preyed on children, and blocking the release of the Epstein files to shield criminals from accountability. In the last 10 months alone, he has pardoned countless white-collar fraudsters who ripped off the American people, often conveniently after they cozied up to him. And let's not forget, Trump pardoned every single person charged or convicted in the January 6th insurrection. That included 172 people who pleaded guilty to assaulting law enforcement. It included dozens of repeat offenders, people with prior convictions for rape, manslaughter, and sexual abuse of a minor. And it included at least 10 individuals who have already been rearrested for new crimes. So spare us Spare us the talk of law and order, because under Trump, that only means lawlessness for his friends and punishment for everyone else.
There you go. Lawlessness for his friends and punishment for everybody else. I had another video where this white lady, she actually had pictures of every person that that he pardoned that had crimes and new crimes. She had pictures of them. She put up pictures and names of every person. Every person, she put up pictures and names, and she talked about it. And this is what we're up against. He pardoned all of those people. Why? These people stormed the White House, tore that junk up, ramshacked offices. One of them set off a explosive device that hurt some law enforcement officers. And all of these people were pardoned. Why? Because they was fighting on his behalf.
Crazy.
He's a convicted felon. And so I just don't understand like what we doing. And from what I gather now, he's trying to go after Obama. He's trying to go after Obama.
For what?
They had what's her name? Casey, what's her name? Chelsea, whatever the girl name. The white girl be blonde, always be talking that stuff about him up there when she be speaking on his behalf. They was asking her about presidents not being able to sitting presidents, and he was asking what they was going after Obama, and she didn't really answer the question or whatever, but it's supposedly, I don't know what for, it's about that he's gonna release the files that whatever Obama them supposed to do. He won't release the Epstein files.
Whatever, bro. That man calls the gaslight, bro. And I guess my thing is, man,
lighting to the highest.
Yeah, Doc. I mean, I guess my thing is because we already know, man. All these folks are puppets. You know what I'm saying? And the puppet masters that's behind the scenes. I'm like, that's the more disturbing thing to me, because to be able to allow this to be played out in our face as America, these individuals don't care about nobody, white, black. It don't matter. It don't Hispanic.
I said it last week that right now it's like they ain't hide. They not throwing rocks and hiding their hands no more.
Mm-mm.
They literally coming on out. Everything is acceptable. I posted a video of these young white girls all going. They all having like a little party or whatever, and they all blackface.
Wow.
Just don't care no more. Like
It's blatant.
They don't care. So if they don't care, bro, they again though. I appreciate people showing me who they are, so I can watch you more closely.
Yeah.
I just show me. Don't hide it from me. Just show me who you are. That way I can keep my eye on you. It's some sneaky ones that ain't showing you.
Mm-hmm.
Phyllis said to think that some of our people still condone the things he do. My grandfather always says common sense ain't so common anymore. I sure hate we done list that good
Lost.
old lost. She said
Good old plain common sense.
Plain common sense. A
Yeah,
lot of
this
us
case,
ain't never had it.
Yeah.
Look, a lot of us ain't never had it.
In this case, sense ain't common.
And believe it or not, you still have a whole lot of black people that support Trump. A whole lot of black people. this
they
sport,
made
and I
a
don't understand like how.
they made a long post this morning on one of these profiles I was on. And Donald Trump, 79 years old, the hardest working man in America. He only gets 2 hours of sleep. I mean, I'm talking about it's a long thing. That's okay. Let me go in the comments, bro. I mean, they literally. I'm like, they really support you. It's like,
Yeah.
did they have different COVID vaccines for people who was in MAGA?
No, bro, it's the whole ideology. I'm gonna tell you, this is what it is. You have people that's been racist for so long, and they've been hiding it for so long that
Mm,
now they don't have to hide. I can truly be who I am under this dude
that's
because he
true.
supports me being this way. So it ain't. I don't even think a lot of them probably really don't even care enough for him, but they care for how he's going about treating the other people, us. And that's what they're more happy about and excited about than anything.
You got a good point.
It's under his leadership and under his rule. Oh, we can truly be who we are.
Mm.
And all we have to do is say we support what he's doing. Because that's letting everybody know we in it. We there.
Now, the one person who we can't share his stuff, he be going in. It had to be the censor stuff. But your boy Charleston White,
Oh yeah.
my boy Charleston White laid it all out there for him. You know, they came for him for what he said against Charlie Kirk. And you know, he did reply. When I say my boy replied, he like you said, he had they like, man, y'all I get y'all education. I'm smarter than a lot of y'all is. Charleston ain't playing with y'all, man.
Charles White man is a character, but if you ever want to hear the uncensored truth, in some cases, not all cases, because some of his
Yeah.
ideology is crazy too.
Yeah.
But for the most, when he get to talking about them laws and stuff, he be knowing what he talking about then.
Well,
Let me clock this T man real quick, man. I'm gonna try to clock it real quick.
wow.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what time it is. Put them thumbs down, fingers up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl, Queen Watkins. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to clock that tea. Have y'all been to work before and they shorten your paycheck? Normally, people go to HR and say, hey, I'm missing some money for this amount of time with the bam. Now, there's a lady, her name, the internet is calling her auntie, that's going viral currently right now because she was expecting a full 40-hour check, but she got a 30-hour check. So she's missing 10 hours, right? So she did what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to go to HR and let them know, hey, I'm missing some money on. She let them know, and they told her that she got to wait until to the next check in order to get what she was missing off their current check. Auntie wasn't going. Auntie was upset about it. Auntie needed her money, right? So she went and she worked in a warehouse. She started to flood the warehouse on camera and told them people on camera now, you talking about wait till next week for my 10 hours. If I don't get my 10 hours, this whole place is going to be flooded, right? So she's recording. First off, you're incriminating yourself because why would you sit up and record yourself destroying these people's property?
For
You
10
worried
hours.
about 10 hours?
For 10
Mm.
hours.
Baby, you're going to be missing 40 hours next. Everything, moral of the story is everything is not to be posted on social media. So many people in the comments are saying the economy is bad and people don't need to be shorted. But you don't know, hey, But you don't know what's really going on with the story,
Yeah,
right? So you can't put your 2 cents in, but she works for those people. That's not her stuff. So when she lose her job and don't have no paycheck at all, then what's gonna happen next, right? All right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have today. Make sure you tune in to 2 Minute Heads Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp.
She had a
And don't
special
forget to
guest
stay
pop in.
tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins Clock that tea. Y'all make sure y'all remember to send in those donations for November. Y'all, November will be here in no time. Please send them in. Everything counts, everything matters. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
It's so ironic
Good
that you
morning.
talk about this because our objective is today. Uh, one of them is freedom of speech,
Oh, look
and
at how
so
God works.
you,
Great
you got to
minds
kind of
think.
watch what you saying, how you saying now, because freedom of speech really ain't freedom of speech anymore.
That's true.
So
Look at how that
thank
worked
you, thank
out.
you. Look how it all be working out, man. But just to emphasize, I know you've been talking about um, at the end of all of your teas, you've been talking about the homeless tent giveaway, and I just want to add the flyer up really quick for those who want to give, those who already have given. Thank you, we appreciate it wholeheartedly, and those of you who have not yet given, here's an opportunity for you to give. You can give to the 2 Men in Hats $ 2 Men in Hats 2024, or you can scan the QR code for Cheddar. You can give to Cheddar. If you just want to reach out to Lavelle and I or Quita and give your donation, we'll be glad to accept cash as well. So thank you, Quita, for always, man, being on point with the tea. We appreciate it. Appreciate it wholeheartedly. Appreciate all that you do. And I just wanted to dip in on you real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to dip in on your just to kind of see what was going on. So I appreciate you and tell you that I appreciate you and appreciate what you're doing and how you added to this podcast with your tea. And we thank you wholeheartedly, Bella, and I appreciate it.
Don't make me get teary eyed this early. Y'all know I love y'all and I miss you so much being in the chat. But I'm here. I'm watching. I'm still watching. So I'm here.
But thank you again. We appreciate it. And we'll talk to y'all, as you say, Quita.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
that was good.
Yeah, man. I dipped in on my girl, man, while she was doing her tea.
That was good.
Hey, man. So look, I hope you guys like again. We're not trying to scare you with any of this rhetoric. I don't even want to call it rhetoric, but any of what we're saying. Um, we just want you to be informed and aware of what's going on. We don't want to be known as where they already think we ignorant. They say you want something, you want a black person to not know something, put it in a book because they ain't gonna read it. So we don't want to continue to be known as those type of people. So we just trying to make you informed and aware of what's going on, man. Some of you may not be. I know Monica said last night, I'm tired of hearing about the same old stuff. I said, yeah, you may be tired about it, but that's what's going on.
Hmm.
It's what's going on. You may be tired of hearing about it, but it's what's going on in the world, you know.
Yeah.
And so uh we have to talk about things that are relevant, and you know you're gonna either do it or you're gonna be left behind. Man, shout out to them Cowboys with they sorry self, man. I don't know, man. We can't. Yeah. Anyway, shout out, man, to the U.S. track and field team, bro. Again, shout out to the U.S. track and field team, bro. They had a record-setting, dominant performance at World Athletic Championship in Tokyo, leading the medal table with 26 total medals, including a championship high 16 gold medals. Bro. They killed. So we trying to get back, man, especially track and field, man. We getting back to our glory days and like on top in everything, man. So we trying to get back to that. All right. Shout out to them, man. You fucking
Tony
good.
is ready. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was my news the other day. I couldn't tell y'all right off Friday, but I am a granddaddy times two now. Tony had his little boy on the 18th. His name is Antonio Resilience. And so beautiful, healthy baby boy, man. So we are excited about because Legacy won't let us be great with her, boy. Legacy growing so fast, so quick. She growing like weeds.
Mm.
She gonna be tall just like Keywan though. Anywho, so we appreciate that, bro. Uncle Lavelle, great Uncle Lavelle.
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah, man. So we got somebody else to spoil, man. So thank y'all again, man. We gotta get out of here, man. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Again, man. We just trying to become the better version of ourselves, trying to make you guys conscious and aware, keep you guys informed, and we're doing the best we can to try to do that. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, Lavelle, for always coming in late, but you be here.
Yeah. These last couple of days, man, there's been some stuff going on in the house.
I said, this
No,
Lavelle must been working. He must be working overtime.
it's September, man, and I just hadn't said anything. The first couple of weeks of September, man, is hard for me, bro. Like,
Hey, well, you know what they say, right?
what's that?
Better late than never.
Yeah, you're right.
Better
You're
late
right.
than never. So hey, you be here. I appreciate you guys, man. Tomorrow, man, let's kind of change the tone a little bit, man. Let's do something happy tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll come with something a little bit more uplifting and happy tomorrow. Kind of change the tone. So y'all look for something exciting and happy and tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank y'all, man. We'll come on, pray us out a bit.
I want to say this too. I did an event with the city on Saturday, and we always said a lot of negative stuff about Memphis and stuff like that. But to see majority of all the individuals that work for Memphis Parks are young people. It was probably about maybe anywhere from about 15 to 20 employees that was out there helping set that event up. They had the big TV wall. They had all the stuff they needed as far as supplies and all this stuff. And they're gonna be doing a lot of events throughout the city. And I just want to applaud those young people, man, for what they're doing, and a lot of young black men that are working for the city that are employed by them. So it turned out to be
And
a
a lot
great
of those
event.
employees are seasonal employees. They
Yeah,
don't
but either way,
summers and stuff.
go. I mean, just to see them
Yeah.
doing something positive. We didn't have no type of negative feedback. The police, of course, shut us down at the end of the night. I just think they didn't converse with them, but just want to do a big shout out to, man. Anything positive, all things positive. So
Right.
they said they enjoy my services, and so they already called me, said we ready to do some more stuff already. So big shout out to
Good deal.
the positive stuff in the city, man. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I highlighted that before I forgot. So
All
yeah,
right.
let's go. Lord God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time. Thank you for this opportunity, Lord God. We know there's a lot of things going on in this world, in the society around us, Lord God. You know what we stand against. You see and you know all. You have the last say so. You created all. You know all. You are the creator of everything that's good and perfect. And Lord God, we actually continue to bless all of our efforts as we just navigate through this thing that you blessed us with called life. And we actually continue to give us the things to say, the right things to do while we're doing these things called 2 Menin Hats podcast. We actually continue to touch Tony family, my family, Queen family. Thank you for life, for my nephew having a new baby boy, and touch their life and let it be healthy and just come out to be the best baby that it can, Lord God. Continue to touch everyone. And we actually do this in your daughter son Jesus' name. And we said, Amen.
Amen, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time.
Same bad place.
2 Men in Hats. Let's talk about it.
The 2 Minute Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.